Hi, everyone. My name is Adam LaFrance, co-founder and CEO of Knomos. Something you might not know about me is that I also used to be a time traveler. But before we get into how that was possible, let's take a minute to talk about why it was necessary in the first place. You see, a couple of years ago, I was a lawyer at a big law firm, a suit. I worked on high-profile litigation and complex commercial transactions for large corporate clients, including banks, retail chains, and telecommunications providers. And we charged our clients top dollar for every minute of our time. In the last year alone, US corporate legal departments spent $60 billion on legal fees to outside firms. Sadly, despite what you see on TV and my best efforts to get my hair to look as good as Harvey Specter's, this is not what the practice of law actually looks like. This is. And to show you that I'm not just relying on stock photography, I actually brought along a few tools of the trade. These are actual books that I used at the firm. Now, some of you may be saying, but Adam, isn't legal information broadly available online? I mean, we operate in a digital environment. And you'd be right, except that for the most part, the digital version is nothing more than a glorified PDF of the hard copy, organized in the same static, text-heavy, linear manner, such that when you're looking for a document or the information that it contains, your best friend is still Control-F. But I'm not here today in an attempt to make you feel sorry for lawyers, because that's a pitch even I can't make. So you see, when I was working at the firm, and I was performing research for clients, I kept asking myself, why is it that despite all of the advances in modern research and information design, every time I perform research, I'm transported back in time to 1441, when a book was the pinnacle of legal information? But think about it from your own perspective, because this is a pain point you felt too, something I like to describe as the legal research loop. Think about a time that you've been faced with an important business decision, something that's required legal input in order to proceed. You've reached out to legal counsel, and they performed expensive and time-consuming research and sent you a hefty bill for cost. And the end result is a static text document, a memo or a contract, something that gets read once and then filed away and forgotten. What's worse, that expensive legal advice you just paid for starts to become outdated the moment it's created, because it doesn't get updated as the law continues to change and evolve over time. As a result, you go through this loop time and time again every time you're faced with a new business decision. Remember that $60 billion I was talking about? Over the past 2 years, $7 billion has moved in-house as corporate legal departments have sought to increase efficiency and reduce their costs. Clearly, it's time for a change. So what if I was to say to you that there was something that could take all the information these books contain, as well as proprietary data that's inside your firms, and make it available in an easy-to-navigate and integrated way that's accessible from any device, anywhere? Well, there is. And it looks something like this. Knomos is the next generation of legal research and knowledge management technology. We're applying data visualization and machine learning to integrate and aggregate massive bodies of data. What you're seeing here is a visual representation of different areas of law that provide an instant overview of an entire document, as well as providing search results in both parallel visual and textual information, which enable you to drill down and access detail on demand. Moreover, we're leveraging machine learning to integrate internal resources to a firm as well, such that you have relevant information that includes both public laws and cases, as well as internal resources. If the last 10 years were marked by the rise of social networks, we at Knomos firmly believe that the next 10 will see the creation of robust knowledge networks. Knomos is an enterprise platform that is transforming search from a solitary exercise to a collective knowledge base by enabling you to to tap into your organizational information and network activity, such as what other users have looked at and searched for most often. Using machine learning enables us to automate much of the currently manual search process, involving everything from document classification and tagging, as well as deriving sentiment analysis from those texts itself. Moreover, we're able to provide automated updates based on relevant content as the law continues to change and evolve over time. I'm pleased to announce Microsoft's own corporate legal department, a small army of about 1,400 lawyers, as our first partnership as we continue to grow and expand this corporate offering. The legal technology market is huge, currently estimated at $16 billion. Moreover, the specific segment we're focusing on, knowledge management, is a growing market, expected to quadruple in the next 3 years to reach $6.5 billion. Our core team brings together a cross-disciplinary approach in both law and video game design, having spent decades at some of the largest global franchises in the video gaming industry. We are applying leading trends from enterprise software design and user-driven UI and UX to enterprise software in a way that is both effortless and smart. Having Microsoft as a core technology partner enables us to provide seamless integration with the technology systems and architecture that our enterprise clients know and trust, including Office 365, SharePoint, and Azure. Moreover, we have partnerships with key stakeholders in the legal industry who are also acting as early beta users, including the Supreme Court of Canada and the BC government. Last year alone, we received just over $700,000 in funding from the federal government towards the development of the first release of the public-facing platform later this year. We're currently in active discussions towards our seed round of financing as we continue to develop and grow the enterprise offering. At Knomos, we're building the next generation of legal research and knowledge management. If you have a legal problem, I suggest you call your lawyer. If you're looking for a legal solution, you should come talk to us. Thank you.